Now, I wanted to take you back a little bit further of the history for about 10 or 20 years. If you flip back to your report, one page, it says A2 on your page in your handout, just one page back. All right, on the last quarter of the SRI Business Retreat, we did something very similar, but this time we're going to go through the history here. Now, this is going to help you wake up a little bit too. Now, we have several bullet points here. This list came from a book called Reset by Kurt Anderson. Most of you probably know who Kurt Anderson is. He's quite famous on TV. And he talked about from the beginning and the end of the boom, and there are several bullet points here, and I want you to participate. This is quite interesting. The size of the average American house increased by what percentage, even as the average family became smaller? 50%. Ooh, we got 50% here. Congratulations. Yeah. The average size of American house actually increased 50%, even though this average size of the family decreased. During the two decades ending in 2007, the average new American car got what percentage heavier?
Got lighter.
It got lighter. Any other takers?
Depends on the car.
Oh, SUVs, yeah.
I like that.
Is that a Hummer or is that a Ford Fiesta?
Well, according to the history report here, is 29% heavier.
Really?
29% heavier. And what's the percentage for more powerful? 89%. 89% more powerful. So what is the percentage for less efficient? The key word is less efficient.
30%.
Actually, it was only 2%. I was kind of shocked to hear that, 2%. Now the next one, this is very interesting, and I have a proof of that. The average American gained about how much a year?
3 to 5.
A year. 1 pound is correct. Average 1 pound. Don't get too happy now. No, on average, in 2 decades, yeah, on average, 1 pound per year. So what that means is that an adult at a given age now is at least how many pounds more heavier than someone at the same age in 1970s?
24.
Well, a pound a year would
24
be
pounds.
20 pounds. A pound a year, so it's 20 pounds. 20 pounds. I can attest to that. In the last 20 years, I gained 30 pounds. So yeah, that's
still skinny.
yeah. But I look skinny, but it doesn't mean that I'm skinny. All right, in 1970s, what is the percentage of Americans were obese?
10%.
This is in 1970s. 15%. 15%. So what is now today?
80. 60.
More than 1/3. More than 1/3, so it's about 34% or so. All right, the next one is very interesting. GMs. I think they still exist today. GMs.
Government money.
Share of the American, yes, government money. Share of the American car steadily shrunk from what percentage to what percentage?
40%.
46 to about 20.
Yeah, 43 to 22%. Since the internet took off, newspaper circulations are now evaporating at a speedy rate by what percentage a year? 20%, yeah, 5, 10, 20% or so. Isn't that interesting? You're kind of seeing the newspaper industry going through the same thing as the textile industry back in North Carolina several years ago. In 2009, American bought what percentage less CDs as it did in 2000? That's right, 50%. 50%. Before 2008 to 2009 crash, the poll showed what percentage of the American were saying that they thought, I'm sorry, there's a spelling error, they thought the country were on the wrong track. This is before the crash.
30.
3?
30.
30? Any taker? Yeah, the answer is 70 to 85% of the American knew that the country was on the wrong track.
85?
85, yeah, 85. Now we know that even though these are history and these are all data that in the past, and we all know that for whatever happened going forward, change is always in the place. So what do you think about the speed of change, given the advancement of the technology and the internet, closer communication, global competition? What do you think the speed of change is going to be in the future?
Amazing.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. But going through a little bit history like this, we also show that American in general, for the past 10, 20 years, we really know how to spend our wealth, right? We haven't spent it all yet, but we know how to spend. But very few people in this country, especially business owners, know how to create that value inside their company and turn that into personal wealth. We're very fortunate today to have Rob Lee to tell us how you can actually do that. Now, before I actually go there, I wanted to take an opportunity to thank our sponsors. Without their sponsorship, this event is not going to be possible. So if you go back to your page 1 on your handout, when I call your name, would you please stand?